In this video, I'm going to be explaining how to set up and use the Canvas feature inside of Zoho CRM so you can completely redesign the modules inside of your Zoho CRM system. Welcome to the channel. My name is Nick. Thank you ever so much for giving this video a watch. Hopefully it will be of value to you. Just before we get into the video, if you are signing up to Zoho CRM for the first time, it would be greatly appreciated if you could use my link below. There's one for the US if you are based in the US and one for the EU if you are based in the EU. It really does help the channel out. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So once you log into your Zoho CRM system, of course, you're going to come to the home screen. Now, like I said, in this video, I'm going to be discussing the Canvas feature. So let me firstly actually head over to the leads area, and then I'm just going to go on a random record just as an example for this video. So let's head over to James. And as you can see, this is the layout of our leads. And I'm sure if you're familiar with a Zoho CRM system, you'll know that the contacts, accounts, deals, tasks, all of the different modules look more or less identical. This is how the information is laid out. This is how we can see the different fields. Now, Zoho CRM, or Zoho the company, then decided to introduce the Canvas feature. And what this allows us to do is actually redesign the way each of the modules looks and redesign the record and layout. We can add colors, we can make it more interactive, we can make it far more interesting. And I think the reason that they've gone ahead and done this is obviously if you are not as familiar with a CRM system or you're not so tech savvy, this may actually look quite intimidating, and understandably so. There's a lot of information here. It may seem a little bit overwhelming. So giving the users giving people, the users of the system, the opportunity to completely redesign the way it looks and make it look far more engaging and more friendly and more colourful and more aligned with the brand, I think it's going to increase user engagement and it's going to make people more comfortable using the system. So that is essentially what the Canvas feature is. It just allows us to redesign, and we can do this for all of the different modules inside of our Zoho CRM system, redesign the way our record layout looks. So now you are familiar with what the Canvas feature is, let me show you exactly how to use it. So if you go to the cog in the top right hand corner here, and then what you want to do is go to customization, and then we want to head over to the Canvas option. As you can see, it is a new feature and has been highlighted as so. So select Canvas. As you can see, I've not got a Canvas set up, so go ahead and press the Create Record Detail page, and that's what they call it. Essentially, that is a canvas. You need to then select the module that you're going to apply this particular canvas to. So as I use leads as an example, I'm going to select leads, and then I've only got one layout, so I'm just going to use the standard layout. So once you're happy, just press the create button, and then this will load up our canvas area inside of the Zoho CRM system. Now, I would love to spend the time and create from a blank template a canvas and design it to my heart's content. Unfortunately, there are two issues. One, that would take hours, and secondly, I've not got the best design skills, to be quite honest with you. So I'm going to go ahead and use a template that's already been created for me, and I recommend maybe you go ahead and do this, and then you can redesign accordingly. So you've got the template options on the left hand side, but you can also just press create blank template if you'd like to, and then you can go ahead and start designing. So I'm going to select this particular template and then just press the select button down the bottom right hand corner here. And then this will load up the page where we can go ahead and begin designing our new leads layout. So let me talk you through all of the different options. Firstly, we've got data, then we've got elements, style, reusable components, and client script as well. So firstly, data is exactly what it says on the tin. Essentially, these are all of the fields for our leads area, and we can literally just drag them and drop them onto our canvas. It is really, really simple. You can just stick it anywhere you like. You can move things very, very easily around exactly how you would like to. It's entirely up to you. Just stick it wherever, and you can do this for all of your different fields inside of the leads area and all of the related list as well. You can go ahead and drag them and drop them across. We've also got actions as well. So we've got a convert button, edit, clone, find and merge duplicates. We can add these and literally again just drag them onto the screen, and then we can edit them as well. So once you've added the data onto your canvas, And then we can go ahead and begin to edit them. But I'll come on to that in a moment. That is the style area. If I go to elements as well, this is where we can add different elements to our canvas. So we can add a section, a tab, we can add tables, text, we can add images, icons, lines, buttons. You can go mad, you can design as much as you want, heart to your heart's content, and you can make it look exactly how you'd like it to. You can obviously design it to the way your business markets itself and brands itself with your brand colors, your business colors. So it is very, very clever. It's very, very useful. And I do genuinely believe, and when I demonstrate what the canvas feature looks like on the actual leads, you will agree that this is a far more engaging, and it's just a more simple place to manage data. And I just think it definitely has got a real world application to it. It is going to be a useful feature. So once you've added any elements and your data, you can then go ahead and begin styling. So if you press the style button, or you can go ahead and select the item, or I suppose the data point or the element that you would like to design. So if we select find and merge duplicates button, we have got a few different options here. So as you can see, we can change the size of the text, the font, the color, and the center line, uppercase, lowercase, strike through. And we can change the background as well. So I could change it to a nice red color, and that would change the button color. We can add images, add a gradient if we would like to as well. We could add a border, change the color of the border. We could increase or decrease the thickness of the border. We could add a shadow, increase or decrease the radius of that shadow. We can add padding if we would like to. We could show it or hide it by selecting the visibility, and we can select the depth as well. So we've got so many really interesting customization options here. And I think it's really cool that Zoho CRM has actually been able to create this and provide a means of doing this without actually having to code it. And that is kind of their main selling point, is this is a no code solution to redesigning your system, which I think is very, very interesting, very, very useful. Obviously, you can go ahead and select on any element. You can right click it, change the field, hide, label, label left, label top, fix component. You can go ahead and add different things. You can delete it as well, add presets, add element ID, conditional styling. You can copy the style, fix component if you'd like to. If I went ahead and just pressed the delete button, it would then remove it from the canvas. And of course, you can go ahead and just drag and drop as you so wish. Now, moving on from the style, and obviously there are loads of different styling options to go through. We also have reusable components. So we can add a component to the reusable list and then just reuse it again and again and again. Obviously, that's going to make things really, really easy, as opposed to having to recreate it every time you want to use a particular component. So we've got the custom ones, and then we've got a gallery here, and these are some template kind of components or reusable components that Zoho has provided for us. As you can see, this on the left hand side is identical, so I could literally just drag and drop this onto the page if I wanted to and just reuse it. So you might have this for leads, and then you might have it for contacts, and then you might have it for deals as well. It's entirely up to you. And then finally, down the bottom left hand corner here, we have got a client script. It has just prompted me to save it before I can use the client script. So if you go ahead and just enter the name of this canvas, so I'm just going to call it example canvas just for the sake of this video, and press the save button. And then I'll head over to the client script area. So this is where we can associate scripts with buttons and things like that. So if this button is pressed, then we can make this happen, for example. And you can get really, really technical and clever with it. So once you are happy with the way you've designed your new canvas, you've now saved it. And we can go ahead and press the canvas assignment button. So we need to assign who is going to use this canvas. So you've got obviously a few different profiles. You might have more profiles, but the very basic is administrator and standard. So let's say I'm going to assign the canvas for both the standard user and for administrators as well. Given that I'm an administrator and I would like to demonstrate what this canvas looks like, I'm going to assign it to myself. So once you're happy, just press the save button. That means that every time a standard user or an administrator goes onto the leads, they will see it in this newly designed view. So go ahead and press the save button. Now, once you are happy with your canvas, you can go ahead and just press save again if you've made any additional updates, and then just press the close button, and that will close down our canvas. We've got a few options here. We've got the three dotted button where we can go ahead and edit it, clone it, rename it, preview it, and delete it. Obviously, we can create a new one if we'd like to. for a different module. So we might create one for contacts, maybe one for accounts. We can manage the assignment of them as well, and we can create, like I just demonstrated, manage the assignment. So who sees what canvas, and we can create some canvas rules if we would like to. Now we've also got a nice drop down menu where we can switch between the different canvas options. So let's say we had multiple multiple canvas for our leads, and then we could obviously use the canvas assignment to select which users saw the different canvas. Hopefully that is making sense. And we can use the drop down menu to see all of the different options for each module. So now I've created and added our new canvas to our leads area. I'm just going to head over to our leads up the top left hand corner here. I'm going to head over to James, and as you can see, we've now got our newly designed canvas for our leads area. And this is exactly what every single user would see inside of their system. You can see that my additional design, which I think nicely complements the canvas, has also been added like I demonstrated earlier in the video. And we can go ahead and use the Zoho CRM system exactly how we would, by adding notes and additional information, and we can see anything related to it. So it's very, very easy. It just looks far better, visually far more appealing. So that is the idea of the canvas. Now if you scroll down the bottom, and any user can do this, you'll get a record detail page views, and you can switch back to the standard canvas if you would like to, and that's entirely up to you. And then you can scroll back down again and you can go back to the example canvas, as you can clearly see. So hopefully this video has explained what the canvas is, how it works, why it's useful, and how to set it up as well. If you have enjoyed the video, give it a like, and I'll see you in a moment's time. Hopefully you are now all set to use the canvas feature inside of Zoho CRM, and you can begin redesigning all of your modules to make a far more appealing environment for you and your team to engage with. If you have enjoyed the video or found it at all useful, please consider giving it a like, possibly even subscribing. If you have any further questions at all, you are more than welcome to drop a comment below, or you can email me, as my details are in the description below, and I will do my best to answer any questions you do have. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you shortly in the next video. Thank you and goodbye.